Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be going ahead and doing a first impressions. So for my first product, I have the Hydra Touch Primer by NYX. I am so close to being done with this. It is insane. You can tell I barely have anything left. I've been trying to finish this forever now. So I'm going to put that all over my face. Just give me a little bit of hydration, because I am trying a new foundation today. Being so dry, using a hydrating primer and one that I already know works at that will give this foundation a fair chance. So for today's foundation, we're going to be using the Zoeva Authentic Skin Foundation. I got this in a a lighter color than what I am right now, because that's what I was when I purchased it. I went out and got a lot of sun, and bitch, I am tan. I have never been so dark in my life, and this is not even dark, so that says a lot. But so we're just gonna take 2 full pumps of this foundation, put it on. Oh god, yeah, you can see how white and full coverage that is though, girl. Full freaking coverage. So I'm just putting this all over it, buffing it out. I actually, spoiler alert, I actually really love this foundation. I was super impressed with the coverage, super impressed with the finish. It definitely had me by surprise, because there was a lot of mixed reviews on the site, but I'm glad I took a chance. I heard Kathleen Lights raving about it, and she's a dry girl just like me, and I knew I had to try it out. If she likes it, bitch, I like it. And as you can see, I mean, I have a lot of scarring, a lot of dark spots, and a lot of redness. I have a hyperpigmentation. It's insane, honestly. So this foundation did a wonderful job covering up even my problem spots. Like you can see right now, it just completely neutralized my skin. It looks so beautiful. I love it so much. And yes, as you can see, it's like 2, maybe 3 shades lighter than the rest of my body, but it's okay. We still go on. Oh yeah, it looks bad. It looked okay-ish in person, but it looked really bad on camera. But we're going to be using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer. I just bought the Pretty Fresh foundation, so expect a review on that. And I love this concealer. I love that line, so I'm really hoping that foundation's going to work for me as well. I'm kind of a foundation junkie, if you haven't noticed. Like with primer, you want to use the concealer that you know works for you every single time when you're using a new foundation, just in case. You never know how that foundation's going to work with your skin. I love this Pretty Fresh concealer. I feel like it is one of the best options available. It is super affordable, super hydrating, super full coverage. It lasts such a good long time. I honestly, I just love it so much. And this combo, girl, ooh, giving me life. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face, set my under eye areas, and the areas that easily crease on my face with this small tapered brush. It's a little dense, so it's going to give me a heavier application. And I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. And like with the concealer and primer, if you haven't noticed the pattern yet, when you're incorporating a new product in your routine, you really want to stick to your basic, tried and true products that you know for sure works, to make sure that the new product can incorporate well into your already existing routine. So I switched brushes. This is a bigger, fluffier, less dense brush, and I'm just setting my entire face with this, not being light-handed at all. I want this makeup to stay on, girl. I got fireworks to see. I have places to be. So I'm assessing everything up close, and as you can see, I am pleasantly surprised. Definitely feeling myself, obviously. And then we're going to go on to bronzing. This is my brand new Cocoa Contour palette by Too Faced. I've received this in my boxycharm premium box. I am using also brushes that I received in my boxycharm box. The powder brush I liked. This brush, not so much. I like a more fluffy, angled, tapered type of brush. I don't even know how to explain it, but you see me use the same brush in each video. That's because I love it. I know how to use it. And I do think these powders are okay. The color selection is great. I'm really pale, and I probably couldn't use any of the lightener shades, but the contour shades are fine. And you even see me use this later on for my eyes, a little double use there, but it's not that bad of a palette. I just think with a different brush, I would have got a better application. I keep looking in the mirror like, what the fuck is happening? Because I'm just not digging what this is doing to me, to my face. I don't know. It was fine. It was okay. I prefer something different. Once I had my bronzer on where I wanted it, I took my powder brush again and just dusted all over my face just to make sure there were no harsh lines, no harsh edges, girl. We don't want any of that. So now for blush, I have it upside down. Oh my god. So for blush, we did the Fenty cream blush in the shade Petal Poppin'. Just taking that with my Colourpop stippling brush and putting that all over my cheeks. I love this blush. These blushes are super creamy, super soft, pretty sheer, but still pigmented for how sheer the formula actually is. It blends out like a dream, and it gives you a kind of like dewy look. It just looks so fresh, you know. I'm applying a second layer here, and as you can see, it builds nicely, blends beautifully. It didn't even dry down because I switched over to this side to try to like use some of the product because, girl, I applied a lot. And the other side didn't even dry down. It was still able to blend out. It had a lot of blendability time. And yeah, I don't know. I really love these. You've already seen me demo them, but I needed to use them again. I love cream products, specifically cream blush, when I want a natural kind of, just like I said, fresh summer, you know, dewy looking vibe, I'll say. It definitely is amazing, and I always like to put some on my nose and on my chin just to give me that sun-kissed look. And like with the bronzer, I do go over the blush with my powder brush again, but with no additional powder or anything, just to make sure everything's set and looking good, which, girl, it is. And now we're going to move on to my highlight. I'm super excited to try this. This is the Hourglass highlight in the shade Champagne Flash. I didn't know how to start using it, so I did just kind of like apply it with my finger and dab it on. Ooh, that's so shiny. If you don't have this, you need to look into this. It's so good, so natural, but reflective and honestly like wet looking. It's truly beautiful. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger, dab it in my skin. And don't like swipe, you just want to dab and push it into the skin. I didn't exactly love how that applied. I mean, it looked great. Didn't love it. So I took my Colourpop brush. I don't exactly know which brush this is, but this is a perfect brush for like their Super Shock highlights. It picks up cream products very, very well. And oh, you can just see it looks so beautiful. It applied a lot better like that. Definitely prefer this. And I like to take it on my forehead. Oh yes, girl. I like to take it on my forehead, my chin, my nose, and, you know, all the high points. And like with the other steps, I'm gonna use my powder brush and make sure everything's set in place. We don't want anything fading away or, you know, going missing throughout the day. I do love how my face turned out. It looked so fresh, so beautiful, and just healthy. Healthy is the perfect word. Oh god, I love it. So I love how that looked, but I wanted to take my highlight to kind of the next level. I bought the MAC Soft and Gentle highlight, or I guess highlight, is it a highlight? We're using it as a highlight. And even through the packaging, it just looks so beautiful. It's so reflective and soft. It's so good. I'm just taking my Morphe fan brush, dipping into it. Really not that much product at all. You can see barely pressing, and then just going over the top of it. I just wanted to give it an extra oomph, you know? And oomph I did, girl. This combo is so good. These looked so perfect together. They complemented each other so well, and honestly, it looked so natural for how blinding it was. It was definitely the star of the show. So I highlighted the normal areas. Anywhere I highlighted with the cream highlight, the Hourglass highlight, I highlighted over with this Soft and Gentle highlight by MAC, and it just gave it this extra life, you know. And then with all of that highlighting, I felt like I lost a little bit of pigment in my blush, so I took the brush that I used with no extra product and I went over the areas that I already touched on with blush. I just wanted to get a little, you know, refresher. And then I highlighted my inner corners. I blended it out with my fingers. You'll see I just tapped them out. And then we're going to go on to our eyes. And for our eyes today, I'm just going to be going in with that bronzer contour palette that I used. And I'm just going to be taking that same brush, dipping in all of the colors, and I know it looks like a disgusting mess now, because that's kind of what I thought too, but honestly it works out, and it's just like an effortless, like all over bronzy, kind of like runway ready, no makeup vibe look. I truly love it. It looked weird in the beginning, but when you blend it all out, it just looks like you did everything but also nothing to your eyes, and I love that so much. So I'm just going to be taking that Morphe setting spray, spraying my entire face, fanning myself off with my mirror, and admiring myself because damn, I love my base. And we're going to be going on to our next new product. This is the Lily Lashes Mascara that I received in my boxycharm this month. I was really hesitant because I'm really picky with my mascaras, but this one pleasantly surprised me. I'm always on the hunt for a good mascara. I love testing them out. I have probably way too many to even count. And especially with boxycharm, you just get them literally almost every month. But after about, I would say, 2 coats on the top lashes and just 1 small coat on the bottom lashes, I was done. Normally, I take like 5 to 10 minutes just on mascara alone because I don't like to wear falsies and I have to build up my mascara. But these gave me that falsie effect right away. I was so impressed. I love it so much. Oh God. And then there I go, getting offended by my own highlight again. Oh man, sometimes you don't know how bright you really are. For my brows, I'm just taking this Benefit 3D Brow Tones, brow gel, I guess, and just brushing it through. I really love this brow gel because of its brush itself. On the tip, it has like prongs, so you can create kind of like hair-like strokes through your brows. You can see I'm doing that right now, just using the tip to brush up to kind of like draw on some brow hairs because a girl is really bare and really sparse. So, and then I just brush it through. It works wonderfully. I like to kind of outline my brows too with that product. It works very well. A lot of people don't like it because it's kind of like, I don't want to say like shiny, but it's not like super matte, but it just adds to the whole healthy, glowy, and dewy effect. Bitch, I want to look like a goddess. And honestly, brows really stress me out because I fucking suck at them and I can never get them to look good. So, and I want to look natural, and whenever I do them, I look like I drew them on with a Sharpie. So I just do what's most natural and I just use gel. So I'm going to be outlining my lips with this Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner made famous by Miss Jaclyn Hill. I literally went on a fucking blackout. You guys saw that. I made that haul video. I went on a blackout and bought like 20 lip pencils, eye pencils. Oh my god. It was bad. You all let me do that. So shame on all of us. I really love these pencils though. They're super affordable, like $4 each. And super creamy, and they stay on forever. I love outlining them using them with lipsticks, glosses. They are truly the shit. I really believe that. And girl, they have all the nudes, literally all of them. Go check it out. I promise you won't be mad. So for gloss today, I'm going to be using the Lime Crime Naked Cherry Gloss. I haven't used this one, so this is another first impressions. I was super excited. Before I even put them on, you could smell how freaking amazing they are. It smells like literal cupcakes or like vanilla icing. Like I wanted to eat it. It was so amazing. But these were a little thicker than I expected, like way thicker than I'm used to, but it was still a beautiful color and a great formula. So guys, here's the final look. It just looks so fresh, dewy. Like I said, girl, I'm a goddess and you are too. I love you guys. Be safe.